I'm sorry, I do apologise. I don't know why I don't get a notification that the storage is running out. And I don't understand why I have to keep messing about with it. It drives me nuts. So, as I said before, it's contract phone, so I can change it next month in May. And believe me, it's going to be changed to something different. I'm not sure what, because I'm not very, au fait with all things technological, but my kids will see me right, as they always do. It's one thing, when you've got children, the most precious gift in the world. Well, your husband, to me, was the most precious gift to me. That's another story for another day. But my kids, I'd give my life for my husband and for each of my kids. With no qualms about doing so. And I also said, if Alf could be back, I know you can't make deals with God. I know that. But if I could, and Alf could be back for a year, 6 months even, whole, not ill as he was, but whole, and with everything going well for him, no pain or anything. If I could make a deal with God for him to have those 6 months here with his kids, I would give up my life for him. Absolutely. But you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. I guess it's a nice feeling to know that you've got, and I know that he would be the same with me, because he was and is the most marvellous thing that ever happened to me, ever. Anyway, I'm digressing. Well, a little bit I am. Because what I was going to say is, if you have children, those children don't ask to be brought into the world, do they? You bring them into the world, you are responsible for them. From what I've seen of Messica, she hasn't taken much care of her kids. She doesn't have the custody of them, does she? Some of the women I've seen on YouTube, and I'm not specifically talking about her now because I don't know her that well. I know enough. But some women on YouTube, like Shani, for example, the children are, you treat an animal better than she would treat her kids. They deserve the very best. You brought them into the world. You should be making life better for them, making their transition from childhood to teens to adulthood better, and to be a role model for them. Now, my kids are brought up, I did nothing like this on YouTube and reacting, nothing. This is a sort of hobby, and as regards Foodie Beauty, she built a channel on filth and people react to her, and so I react to her. I like to think, well, I know that in my heart I would like to see her get some semblance of balance. I really would, despite what she's done. But I don't know if that will ever happen. It's a different situation with Jessica, Big Mouth, because she's got children. She doesn't have full custody, does she? So I don't know how often she sees them, what she does with them when they're there. Is she on YouTube all the time when they're there? Well, she was the other night, wasn't she? YouTube is Messica's life. It's her life. She'll take the camera, take people everywhere she goes, whether you want to go or not. Literally just up the road to the shop. Or she did a video, didn't she? Somebody sent me a clip of her. She was in some sort of a, I don't know, we'd call it a little cake shop or cafe. And there she was, and she was saying, do you want a full body view? Do you want? And she got up and she did a catwalk view, you know, showing a lot. And is that what you wanted? What a role model for your children. You have a daughter. What a role model for your daughter. Is she going to grow up just like you? Because if she is, that means she's just going to be a loudmouth, lying bully who doesn't work for a living. Probably you've got no qualifications to do anything because you're too damn lazy to have done anything about it, about making your life better. Maybe you don't have the intellect because you're not a bright woman. You're not. You are a loud woman. Loud and vulgar and vile and able to hide your, I'm not going to say insanity, but it certainly isn't the correct way of thinking, is it? You're able to hide it because you're in a mob. You like mobsters. And what a pity, as I say, for a couple who I thought were, you know, not in my camp or my friends, but who I thought were quite decent people and who were welcomed by myself and the mods and other members of the chat very warmly indeed. Well, I don't think I'm going to block you, but frankly, you won't be welcome in chat. You're untrustworthy. And whoever is a mod, that privilege is going to be taken away. And enjoy your time with Jessica Messica, because she's messy. She's a bully. She's a loudmouth. And she goes after anything in trousers. Anything. I mean, if she was in Kuwait, as she set up her GoFundMe to buy a ticket so she could go out to meet a married man, a supposedly happily married man who's got children in the Philippines. Believe me, she wasn't joking. If she'd have got the money, it would have been for the ticket, and then it would have been she needs a bit more for clothing and expenses, hotel, etc. She's a hustler. She's a hustler. That's what she is. A big, loud-mouthed hustler. Lying hustler. If I was your mummy, dear, I would be exceedingly disgusted by you, disappointed in you. I might even cross the road to avoid you. Anyway, leave me alone, okay? Or if you can't do that, criticise my videos, criticise what you can see, criticise my home. That's all paid for. A £500,000 house, all paid for, all mine. and money in the bank. It's what comes of living a decent life, a good life, an inspired life, diligence and hard working. All the things, Messica, that you want. Have a nice day.